Good morning. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Hi, Ruth. So, how's it going for everyone? It's been one of them strange weeks again. Or crap, as I'd like to call it. But yeah, it's been one of them. Hopefully you'll hear me with the old washing machine going. So how's your day been, Ruth? Hopefully my washing machine will finish soon. Now, we've done this already. Couldn't have the old video without one. So what's everyone been up to this week? It's been on the video front, it's been busy. So I got you 3 videos this week. I thought I was a bit behind, so I thought we'd bang them out pretty quick. So some more church ones for the church lovers out there. And yeah, and finally got the first part of Norwich done. One part out of many. So we'll try and get another one of them or 2. We'll see how we get on this week. No work this week coming. Yay. So, yeah, that should be fun. So, hopefully, weather dependent, we can get out and get some videos done. And for everyone who's been waiting, and I've been promising for a while now, we're going to get the Lego video made. I've got one more Lego build to do, so we're going to do that this week as well. Took the dog out for a walk and been cleaning. Yeah, like I said, I've got the old washing on, normally job for Saturday. So yeah, so we got that going. Now, I did debate a bit. I nearly wasn't going to do a live this week. So just one kind of feeling with it, really. So, and to be honest, looking at the stats, the lives don't seem to gain that many views. So I wasn't sure, kind of, is it really worth keep doing these or not? I may not totally cancel them, but I may not be doing it every week. I just, to be fair, I just don't think it's getting the traction we'd hoped. So, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So we'll perhaps just concentrate more on the actual videos and getting out and doing them. Then that the weather's, I just can't say kind of picking up, but I think it rained all last night. So I was just going to quickly look and just see what weather we got for this week. Because like I said, I did want to go out a lot this week and get stuff done. It may not be too bad. Yeah, I think we're okay. Definitely later in the week. So, but yes, but no, just feeling a bit knackered this week, or all the time, really. So, but yeah, did a bit of travelling this last week. We've been out to Spalding and been out to Cambridge. Where else? We've been Harwich. We've been. I do want to get a video done at Harwich at some point. So, it's just kind of seeing where we can park there. But I want to do a bit of research before we go there. Put Washington sunny outside. Yeah, it was sunny here. That's kind of gone over typecast a bit now. So, hello, temperature-wise, it's saying it's well, it depends what operating system you're on. Because at the moment, Apple said it's 14 and Google said it's 17. So we'll go a bit in the middle with that one. So, oh dear. But yeah, so we're gonna pop out this afternoon. Thanks for a little calf, have a cuppa, and yeah, have a little wander around. Can't beat a good garden centre, can you? So, and then I was thinking of this week coming, possibly trying to get one of these railway walks in that I've been meaning to do. I just know that's going to take perhaps a morning to do because you've actually got to walk it. So, but I just need to measure how far it is first, just so I kind of get a bit of an idea of timing. So, so yeah. But yeah, we're going to try and get made while we've got a week off work. Going to try and put as many videos together as we can, really. Want to try and hit a lot of places. Well, we have no restraints. Pardon me. But yeah, we'll get 7 out to you, don't worry. With I want to get at least 3 done this week, if not more than that, actually. I know the Lego one will perhaps take me a whole morning to do. But then, you know, I was out in the garden this morning. That was really quite warm out there. Actually, to the first time this year, I've actually had to put a sun hat on. Obviously, not having a lot of hair, you're a bit conscious of the sun. So, in fact, I was nearly thinking today about doing the live outside, but then it got a bit overcast, and then it's kind of the back garden, and you want it a little bit private when you're having a conversation. So, because I know when I've sat out there before, all you can hear is neighbours chatting. So I thought, no, maybe not. We'll perhaps do this inside. So, but yeah. But no, we've got definitely get something done this week. I've got them at work has been really tiresome this week. It's I don't know what it is, whether it's just getting older, but it just every day you go and it just feels harder and harder. You just feel like you're getting bombarded more and more with stuff that you're just so overwhelmed with. Just my thoughts, but it's yeah, it's getting to the point I think you need a break. So hurry up, washing machine. So we'll perhaps just we'll see how many people come on. We'll perhaps maybe just do half an hour today. And I'll let everyone get their Saturdays back. Anyway, I'm sure Jamie will have his chip shop one on later. So that'll be a longer one for everyone. Oh, finally, you've been waiting since kind of Christmas time, and you've been like you've got a countdown clock going to when you first kind of week holiday is. Just seems to drag on and on, but we finally got it. I'll tell you, definitely need it. I think for those who went in their 50s, start getting in your 50s, and it starts to tell a bit that you're now not as young as you was. So, yeah, you do tend to feel it a bit more now. All this mental strain. So, and then I've been finding recently, you kind of relax at night, and then you think, is that all there is on telly? It's you seem to pay this license fee, and you think it's just utter crap on there. It's like they build, I don't know, a bit like some of the services we have in the country. You seem to get billed a hell of a lot and get very little back. Yeah, just my thought there. Just not certain it's kind of value for money anymore. But then again, I don't think it has been for a long time. Yeah. Let's just put a little note in here. You can spell that now. Oh, but yeah, so we're gonna go out to this cafe we normally go out to, and no, I haven't done a review on that one yet, so I suppose we could do that, really, couldn't we? Just tempting. I don't know. We'll see. Now, I've got to, since we've had this washing machine, I know it's a lot more powerful than the last one we have, but you really feel it in the house. I see that all the house is getting a bit fragile, but it's really... Oh, dear. Now, is spring coming? I think it is. I think it's definitely bright right there than it has been. I think the temperatures this week ain't going to be too bad, actually. So yeah. But we're going to try and get the first of these railway walks in. Now, I've kind of held this off. I know I've mentioned this before, that I know there's some other local people done these, and I was a bit hesitant whether to do it or not. But I kind of want to put it into the Norwich Walks package. So I think we'll still do, there's a kind of one, it's not too long apart I'm going to do. So we're going to try and do that, I think. And do it that way. So then it's not kind of do what completely bore people of a railway walk. But I don't know, I suppose some people like it. But I mean, I do. But I mean, just because I like boring myself walking on old railway lines, it doesn't mean to say everyone else is interested. So, but yeah. Now, that's literally only the second cup of the day. And yeah, we needed that. So we're slowly ripping through the garden. I think we're on the brown bin number 6 now. And it still looks like you haven't really done a lot. I've got to make you leave it a whole year and nature takes over, and I suppose you get the sunlight and that, and it starts to happen so quick. I can already see bits where I've hacked it back and it's already grown back, or starting trying giving it a go to grow back already. Oh yeah, it's nature will always win. Oh dear. I suppose if we literally weren't here and we just disappeared, I suppose it wouldn't take that long, really, for nature to completely take over. And you know what it's like with hawthorns and yeah, and all that kind of thing. Not that I don't know what I'm talking about with gardening, but yeah, it does take over pretty quick. So. Yeah, so what we're going to do this week, we're going to plan this next Norwich part. Like I said, it's going to be done in lots of different parts because there's quite a bit to it. And there's lots of, it's maybe, well, I'm not saying Norwich is a big city because it's not. But there's lots of little alleyways and bits that you perhaps don't know are there and you want to get it out. So yeah, it's I'm trying to capture the bits that you wouldn't necessarily see driving about, and trying to find often a lot of little gems there. And also, Norwich is one of these places that is so full of churches. There is just so many of them. Well, I suppose you could get around them all, but I mean, 1 or 2 are not actually churches anymore. They've obviously been repurposed for something else. But yeah, if you ever do come and visit Norwich, it is known for lots and lots of churches. So we're going to capture as much as we can. But like I said, it's going to take a bit of time, and I'd rather take my time on it because I want to capture as well, kind of as much detail as I can. But don't forget, it's not a history tour. All right. I'll leave you guys in the comments to give me the history facts. I'm just there for the walk. Oh dear. Now, one interesting fact, completely changing the subject. Now, I'm going to show you, hold up, the current latest iPhone and current latest Pixel, and see if you can spot the difference, how similar they look. If I do this without touching everything, hang on. Now, let me get this right on the camera. Now, how similar do they look? Let me just stop this washing machine before it starts whistling forever. Just my little bugbear of modern washing machines. While you have to put that alarm on, just yeah. Without swearing, we won't say anymore. Anyway, let's get back to these phones. It's not phone review, so, but I was just amazed. Not saying they copy each other, but how similar they look. I'm getting this right, because they are kind of similar size. You know, you literally put them together, and you know, you could literally turn it around and not know. Apart from the kind of the camera bits at the back, yeah, I was just quite amazed that they're literally kind of the same shape, same size now. So you can literally just sit them there together, and there's definitely not a difference in it. Although I have weighed the iPhone, because I can tell you now the 16 Pro Max iPhone is heavier than the 15 Pro Max by a good amount, actually. And I've got to admit, when I've been filming with that, with the iPhone, which is what I've been doing the latest filming on now. So all the 3 videos that I did this week was all on 16 Pro Max. But I'll tell you now, carrying that phone, you can start to feel the weight in it. It is definitely heavier than the Pixel 9 Pro. Yeah, just kind of notice these things, really. So, oh dear. So all nice and quiet now. No washing machine on. But if you are just joined or that, if you want to give us a like on the video, that would be great. Tapping the old, if you're on a mobile device, tapping the old screen, that'll put a like on it, and it really does help me. It does, honestly. But yeah, no, it's good that people have tuned in and watched. So, like I said, we'll just do a bit another 10 minutes, I think, and then I'll let everyone have a little break. So, last thing you want to say to me, I've been waffling all week on videos, so, and I think I definitely need a break as well. Anyway, I'll keep watching these robins outside. Now, we did have robins nest in the garden last year, and we haven't seen anything yet. So, but there is 2 definitely about. I can just see them now. So we're going to keep an eye on the old nesting box. Well, say box hedgerow. I put them a little flower pot in there last year, and they did use that actually to nest in. So I've been trying to keep an eye on it just to see if they do go in it. But who knows? We will see. Fingers crossed, because that is good when they do go in there. And I did get some photographs of that last year. So if they do anything, we'll perhaps try and do a little video on it. If they do go in there, I don't want to disturb them too much. But it's quite funny how they do keep coming back, though, which is good. So, what's anyone else got planned for this weekend? Anything good at all? Actually, I just want to see what weather we've got tomorrow, actually. And as usual with a Sunday, we've got rain tomorrow. Who would have thought? Oh, dear. Can't win, can you? Never mind. Yeah, so I think we're gonna cut the lives down to just half hours now instead of an hour. Because, like I say, I'm not really going to worry too much about the watch time hours because I don't think people are really tuning in anyway too much. So it's not really going to gather a lot of pace anyway. But always good to put in some content because people will still tune in after the live has finished anyway. And what I did notice, now I know we've talked about this before, this bloody subscription button that YouTube has, and I did discover this. Well, not discover, a kind of new. I never really raised it before. I did kind of notice this week that Instagram actually has it correct. So when you like something or put the old heart on Instagram, so that is so you like the content or what you're watching at the time, then they have a button, just to hint YouTube, they have a button called follow. So if you just like to follow that channel person, you can. And it's called follow, funny enough. And then their button, if you actually want to do the paid following of that person, funny enough, is called subscription. Oh dear, you couldn't make this up, could you? So yes, thumbs up to the Instagram team because you've actually got the buttons called correctly. If only we can do that on YouTube, we'd be on a winner. So again, just to confirm with everyone, if you like my content and you don't want to pay for it, then hit the subscription button. You won't have to pay. Yeah, we love talking about it, really, don't we? Oh, you could just rant on this forever, couldn't you? I don't know what the thinking was in the team on the day, but yeah. Anyway, enough of that. I've put some washing extra right. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until I've finished this live, Ruth. Then we're gonna go and hang out the washing. Although I think we are meant to get a bit of rain late this afternoon, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it will hold it out. I try and look at the weather on Google because it always looks a bit more entertaining than the one on Apple. But I don't know what one is the correct temperature. So, because Apple's saying it's 15 and Google's saying it's 18. You try and go for the higher temperature and come up under it. Oh dear. Never mind. Now, I did wonder whether that's a thing of my Pixel phone where you have it in your pocket and you come out and the screen is all dusty and you have to keep wiping the screen down. But I've noticed that my iPhone 16 keeps doing the same thing as well. They do seem to create a lot of dust, static or whatever. I mean, you're constantly having to wipe the screen and the dust on it. And it's you perhaps can't see on the back, but I mean you can see that the bloody dust that gets attracted on here. I'm sure they never used to be that bad. But, I don't know. Modern technology, eh? It gives us some good things and sometimes not so good. Oh dear. Yeah, let's definitely get more overcast here. So I keep thinking about trying to cut the grass, but then it gets wet again, so it's a bit of an excuse, isn't it? An excuse not to bother. Oh dear. We're going to get some more paving done this year. We've got some slabs now, so I've just got to pick some bits up from the... I was going to say from home base, but obviously we don't have home base now, do we? So obviously we'll go to B&Q for that and get some more cement and sand. Then we make a start on that. It's one of them projects you kind of put off because it isn't cheap and you'd like to do it, but it's you don't have a never-ending budget, do you? So, oh dear. But yeah, so we'll see what today brings, I think. So, but yeah, let me just put a note on here for roof. There we go. We'd like to keep the chat going. Oh dear. But yeah, it's just nice just to have a week off and relax and completely, or to actually try and forget about work. I mean, I know people say, you can just switch it off for 40 if only. Unfortunately, brains aren't configured like that. That'd be good if you just had a mute button where you can just turn it off and say, yep, no here. But yeah, I find mine's constantly on thinking about something. So you'd like to just, chill out and like going to Centre Parks, as you'll see in the back catalogue of going to the spa. You get through the stress of having to pay to go, and then you kind of try and relax when you're there. But there's always so much going on there. It's meant to be relaxing, but is it? This is the thing. So I don't know. Good video though. I did get told off video while I was there, but you got to do it, and you really need to show people what it's like. So I think they've done too bad. I think that's had over 500 views, so not too bad. But as I've said again, before we finish off today, what we're doing these villages and towns, if there's any particular out of the way villages, because I'm really out to finding these villages out of the way that might have these little nice little places to go and film. So you can always drop me a comment, drop me an email. If you go to my YouTube page, my email address is in there for the channel. You can always drop me a line there if there's anywhere you want me to visit, any businesses that want me to pop in, anything at all. I know I've got a food that I need to go out and do, and and I've decided we've got a food review next weekend. We're going to go and film another new place. They don't actually know that yet, but we're going to do that for you. So we're going to capture that. Like I said, this week coming, I want to try and get as much filming done as I can. While we have a week off of not having to worry about work, we just thought we'd try and cram in as much as we can for you. So yes, lots of videos will slowly be popping up this week as we go. So just keep an eye out. I'll try and put some bits in the community page as well as we go. I know I don't use that as much as I should do. I should really put more in there, really. I must do more of that. So we'll get some more captured. And I know Jamie's mentioned about doing more of the photography bits, so I'll be putting that in there. I've been doing these miscellaneous ones, so I've got some more I'm going to try and put together this week as well. Hopefully people like them. It's always something to go back on. And I've got quite a few actual photographs of Tenerife, so I'm going to do a kind of a miscellaneous Tenerife sort of slideshow. We're going to do that as well. That's one of these things I've had on the list, so we'll do that for you. So I think we will finish off now. That's pretty quiet. So thanks to Ruth for joining me on this one. Thanks again. I've got to catch up on more of your stuff, Ruth, which I'll try and do, finding out that I've got a week off. And anyone else who watches this on the playback, thanks for watching and tuning in. Keep checking on my videos. Like I said, we're going to be adding more all of this year, and then we'll kind of do what we'll do, a final video, final assessment at the end of the year, and see how we think the channel's going. But more on that one a bit later on. Okay, we'll call it a day now. So thanks for watching. Please, if you like the content, I know I keep saying this, try to build a subscriber. Trying to get subscribers as like pulling teeth really, but there we go. I'm sure we're all the same. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you do like the stuff that I do, and I really hope you do, then give us a like, give us a little subscribe. It doesn't cost anything at all. But if not, just watch along anyway. And I'll try and do the best I can for you. Anyway, I will catch you in the next one. Have a good day, and I will see you very soon.